The following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com present Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter Basketball. WLCN's live stream video coverage of Railer basketball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. Me Realty, locally owned and operated. Me Realty is Logan County's top producing real estate agency year after year. Call 217-735-5424 or browse listings online at merealty.com. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience, serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Blades Nail and Hair Salon, located at 241 Madigan Drive in Lincoln, offering salon services for hair, skincare, waxing, nails, lashes, and brows. Go online to bladeshairandnailsalon.com or call 217-732-7213. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter Basketball.
This is not going in there at all.
That's what he said to do.
Number 10, Carson. 22, Tyler Saucy. 24, Jake Whitten. 34.
Gonna have to call her, see if she can. Paula, check 1 2. Check
Paula?
1 2.
Can you hear us? Yeah, I don't. No?
You there, Paula? Sorry, I'm just getting your stuff out of your way. You got Paula's number? Check Paula, check 1 2.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we are on air, we think. Sorry for the confusion, more technical difficulties.
Yeah, a 3 by Schilling and a alley-oop dunk to Cook.
All right.
And the Railers are up 5-0 here with 6:50 left in the first. Hot start for the team in green.
Jacksonville with the basketball. Don't even know the starters.
Yeah, another turnover there for Jacksonville. Now the Railers pick up Schilling on the recovery.
Bear.
In the middle against this 1-2-2. Cook up 3, good in the corner. The Railers up with a quick 8-0 start. Chris Coyne, State Farm 3-pointer for Peyton Cook, and a hot start for the Railers. The Railers up 8-0 and a quick timeout by head coach J.R. Dugan here for Jacksonville. The Railers up 8-0 with 6:11 here to go in the first. Recap some of the scoring here quickly for you as we were having some difficulty getting hooked up here at the bowl. The Railers scoring started with a 3 from Schilling from the top of the key, and then a set play lob to Peyton Cook with a nice pass from Schilling, I believe, with an alley-oop dunk by Cook, and then Cook with a 3 in the corner right in front of the Crimson bench, and the Railers up with a quick 8-0 lead. Again, the Railers sophomores victorious earlier by a score of 50-39.
Jacksonville with the basketball. They work it around to the right to Berries, now up top to Poole to the left. Just like Josh said, the Railers off to a quick 8-0 start. There's a 3 on the way by Berries, and Berries buries it.
Berries buried a big 3 that Jacksonville needed. That 8-0 run by the Railers were cut in there by the big 3 from Jacksonville. So good start for the Railers here early on, and just gave up the 3 to Jacksonville and Berries.
Railers with the basketball, up by 5.
One of the first zones we've seen this year, Scott, and if the Railers 6 of 19 from 3 last night, have to be a little more shooting, a little bit better shooting from the Railers to go against this zone. Nice offensive rebound, or attempt offensive rebound by Saucy, but a foul, a push foul by Poole. Poole, 5'10" senior. Where's the number 4? Good hustle by Saucy.
That's what I sent him. Are they getting us now?
Railers working around. Saucy up top. There's Carson for a 3. Got it.
Keon Carson with a crisp going State Farm three-pointer.
Carson not known for his three-point shooting, Josh, but that one looked pretty good.
You're right on target, and it was almost a set play for Carson. Maybe kind of throwing Coach J.R. Dugan off a little bit. Nice screen by Cook and a big-time shot by Carson.
11-3 Railers, 4:50 to go in the first. Jeffries with it. They work it down low. Now kick it out to Burries. He's going to try another 3 off. Ooh, airballed it. Cook there for the rebound.
Yeah, nice job underneath too by Saucy. Great box out for him. He didn't get the rebound, but his guy didn't, and led that to a big rebound there for 34, Peyton Cook.
Now the Railers with the basketball, up by 8. Schilling now up to Carson, over to Saucy. Back to Carson up top. Fakes it. Saucy with it on the wing. Now they'll work it back up top. Little pass and catch. Now Cook has it in the corner. He'll get to the lane, throw up a shot, no good. Rebound there by Biven. Kick it out to Schilling for a 3, no good. 5-4 underneath, and Poole comes up with the rebound. Jacksonville pushes left. Berries looks underneath to number 32. That's Lifey. Up and over Cook, and Leaf Height with his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, cuts the Railer lead now, 11-5 for the Railers.
Turnover. Now Berries, now Martinez. There's a 3 from Martinez, good.
Yeah, Martinez, a 6'2" junior from deep there, from about 22 feet, and has cut this once 8-point lead now quickly to 3 for the Railers.
Biven all the way across court to Carson. Now Carson works it back to Saucy. Little pass and catch between Saucy and Carson. Now Schilling works it down low to Biven. 3 on the way from Saucy. Got it.
Yeah, great inside-out game by the Railers, too. They got it into Schilling, who cut there to the free throw line and then found Saucy right in the corner, and the Railers hot here to start.
Saucy with the Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer. Now the Crimsons look to answer. Shot up, no good. Biven tracks it down, gets the rebound, kicks it all the way to Carson. Ooh, Carson Berries all over Carson. No foul. Now Carson gets it across the timeline to Schilling. Back to Carson. Carson dribbles in. Bounce pass to Cook. Going to be kicked by Martinez. Going to stay Railers ball as Nelson, Hayes, and Gowan check in for the Railers.
Quick moving first quarter here, Scott. Already 2:30 left here in the first. As you said, Gowan and Hayes and Nelson come in to check in for the Railers. We'll see if Nelson can get it going against this kind of matchup 1-2-2 zone here by the Crimsons.
Deep 3 by Gowan, a little too strong off the backboard. Hayes there for the rebound and the putback. He'll be fouled,
yeah, I think it was,
and he'll get 2 shots.
I think it was that lob play that the Railers like to run, thrown to Cook, but Jacksonville read it early and fought off Cook to the cut, although Hayes right there for the errant pass pickup, I guess, and Hayes got fouled going back up. So the sophomore Drew Hayes, 6'5", will head to the free throw line. First line up and missed it.
Hayes misses his first, as Josh said. 14-8 Railers, 2:21 to go in the first quarter. Second free throw for Hayes. Up and got it. 15-8 Railers, 2:20 to go in the first. Jacksonville with the basketball. Railers pick up their intensity a little bit on defense. Now the Crimsons get it across. Number 11 in for the Crimsons.
Nice rebound there by, good position there by Nelson.
And the Railers with the basketball, under 2 minutes to go in the first. Carson over to Hayes, now Nelson in the corner. They'll work it back up top. Carson.
Well, you think you'd love to get Nelson and Gowan going against this zone, Scott. 2 shooters out on the perimeter. That
Nelson for a 3, got it.
Fill it up.
Nelson with the Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer. Railers up by 10.
Just on the call, and you bring in 2 shooters on that reserves, as you want to call it, off the bench for Coach Alexander. You bring 2 shooters. Hayes.
Stolen away by Hayes. He read the pass.
The basket.
3-on-1. Bounce pass to Gowan, now to Carson. 3 on the way from Nelson on the wing. Got it.
Yeah, don't get
Nelson with the 3-pointer, and the Railers up 21-8. And it's another Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer.
Great steal by Hayes. You love to see him take it into the basket, but elected not to. Passed it to Carson. Carson back out to Camden, and Camden 2 for 2 from 3.
Gowan reached in, going to pick up the foul on Jeffries.
Yes.
21-8 Railers, 1:06 to go in the first here at the Bowl in Jacksonville, Illinois. Gowan with the steal up, blocked out of bounds. Martinez, and they're going to call him for a foul. Looked like all ball.
Yeah,
there,
it was
Josh.
a good block, but you like to see Gowan, as you said, go right to the basket and not be intimidated by the shot blocker. Scott, the Crimson's given up about 57 points per game. The Railers well on their way to get that right now. The hot shooting, a couple threes from Camden Nelson, 1 from Peyton Cook. Schilling's got 1, so 6 of 19 from 3 last night. The Railers well above that tonight.
Free throw up and good for Gowan. Jacob Poole checks back in for Jacksonville. He'll replace Martinez, and Gowan for his second free throw. Up and got it.
Good looking free throw. Nothing but net there on 2 of them for Gowan. And you love to see Gowan get to the basket. He's known to tip away by Carson.
Nelson for another 3. Ooh, just missed it. And going to be out of bounds off of Cook. Going to go to Jacksonville.
Yeah, a good look there by Nelson after he's already hit 2. Just couldn't get that one to go. But also 2 Railers going to the offensive boards, Hayes and Cook.
Carson's going to get called for the reach in. That's Carson's first.
Yeah.
Team's second.
Hit here. Gage Kingsley steps in for Keon Carson. Good minutes there for the junior.
23-8 Railers. Jacksonville with the basketball. Poole has it up top. He'll go to the right, now back to the left, over to Berries.
You know, Berries has a 3. I think Martinez has got 1 too from deep, but he's on the bench right now as the
There's a kick ball.
Crimsons try to get it in high-low against the Railer 1-2-2. And good defense there by the Railers, kicked away.
Jacksonville gets it into Berries, or Jeffries, I'm sorry, up top, guarded there by Kingsley. Now they'll work it to the right. Fry with it. Now up top to Poole. Over to Berries, guarded by Kingsley. Now Jacksonville holding for 1, 10 seconds on the clock. Kicked out of bounds off the Railers, going to stay with Jacksonville.
Just 5 seconds here. Going to have to be a quick one, deep one.
Deep 3, no good. Cook with the rebound. And now to do it for 1 quarter of play here in Jacksonville. After 1, it's the Railers 23, Jacksonville 8. We'll take a 60-second timeout. We come back, we'll have second quarter action here on WLCN 96.3 FM. Railers take a 23-8 lead into the second quarter, and it will be Jacksonville basketball to start the second.
Kingsley, Nelson, Gowan, Cook, and Hayes out on the court for the Railers.
Berries over to Martinez. Martinez back to Berries. Over to Poole. Back to Berries up top. Now to Poole. Work it down low. Kick it up top to Fry. Now Martinez back to Fry up top. Looking for leaf height. There's a three on the way from Berries, and it's good.
Yeah, deep. You have Jason Osborne distance there on a three-pointer, and Jacksonville has hit some deep threes against this Railer 1-2-2. Railer's got to get it across, and they do.
Gowan with it in the corner. Now up top to Hayes, to Nelson. Now Kingsley. They work it back to the right. Railers up 23-11, 7 minutes to go in the first half. Gowan with a three up over the backboard, out of bounds, going to go to Jacksonville.
Yeah, a little different of a lineup here as you've got against this Crimson 1-2-2. You've got Hayes on the top. Not normally a guy that he has seen a lot of time up at the top, handle a lot of ball, but they like to get Gowan in the corner for some shots as he was there open to miss that one. But they like to get Nelson also in shooting range here for the Railers.
Jacksonville with the basketball, down by 12. Deep three from Martinez, up no good. Cook goes up for the rebound.
Good job by Cook and Hayes for underneath for the rebound. Both of them boxing out in great rebounding position.
Nelson for a three up top. Got it. Nelson, he's got 9, and it's 26-11, and it's another Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer.
Well, as if the Railers work it around, and you saw a little transition there. Kingsley up to Gowan. Gowan in the corner, reversed it up to Nelson, who got his feet set, and when he gets them set, Scott, he can go on a 6-7 three-point barrage here for the Railers. We just haven't seen it this year, but he's capable of doing it.
26-11, 6 minutes to go in the first half. Fry with it, guarded by Gowan. Now they try to work it down low to Jeffries. Jumper no good. Rebound fought for. Hayes comes out there with it.
Well, even Hayes, Cook, Saucy in there. The Railers have done a really good job all season long on the boards.
Railers with the basketball, up by 15. Cook in the corner for a three, off the rim, no good. Martinez with the rebound. He'll push to the left, kick it up to Jeffries. Now back to Martinez. Over to Poole. Now back to Martinez. Martinez goes right, now to the left to Jeffries. To Fry. Fry in the corner, guarded there by Hayes. They'll kick it back up top to Martinez. Swing it to the right to Poole. Now Jeffries in the corner. Going to get a blocking foul on Gowan. His first.
Looks like the team
third
foul. Yeah, looks like the team's third.
Oh, second on Gowan. He picked up his second, team third.
Looks like Schilling will check in for Gowan, and also Keon Carson checking in for Kingsley. Good minutes there by Kingsley, giving Carson a break.
Three on the way, no good.
Good job by Nelson.
Nelson there with the rebound, and it's going to be out of bounds off Jacksonville.
Yeah,
stays with the Railers.
Excellent position there by the senior Nelson underneath to get that weak side rebound. Railers up 26-11, 4:55 left here in the second quarter.
Hayes to inbound, gets it into Carson, back to Hayes. Now Jacksonville with a little forecourt pressure. They beat the press, no problem. Schilling with it in the center. Over to Hayes. Now Nelson. Nelson for another three. Got it! Nelson's feeling it tonight. He's got 12, and the Railers have 29, and then it's another Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer.
Yeah, we talked about it. He's not gotten hot yet this year, and against the zone is his specialty.
Three on the way. Going to be fouled by Schilling, and Fry will get 3 free throws. Fry's first free throw of 3 off the back of the rim, no good. He'll get 2 more.
4 team fouls now on the Railers. Just the first on Schilling. Gowan has 2, and Keon Carson with 1.
Second free throw up and good.
It's been a while since we haven't had a Kaufman in the lineup. Now we haven't played him all that much in the past couple of years, but obviously that name's synonymous with Jacksonville basketball. Andy Kaufman.
Well, that was 40 years ago.
Well, he's got brothers and sons.
He's got other family, huh?
Yeah, it's just not one Kaufman.
Oh. 29-13 Railers with the basketball. 4:10 to go in the first half. Hayes, now Nelson. Nelson's got 4 3-pointers on this young evening. Now he might make it 5. Nope. Way off the rim, no good. Cook there for the rebound. He'll kick it out. Reset. Hayes wants a 3, and he'll get it. Hayes with the Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer.
Yeah, and a guy that doesn't normally take him for the Railers, and he looked like he did. He stepped right into that thing and buried it.
32-13 Railers. And Josh, I don't know what you're talking about not being able to shoot here.
Apparently not. It must have been me. It must have been me. I just couldn't get it dialed in here. I don't know what it was. I remember one year we came in and the locker room was about 30 degrees. Coach had the showers on full steam to trying to warm that place up. And I guess it was after that I could never get warm here.
Jacksonville with the basketball. Jeffries and Berries up top, over to Martinez. Martinez will dribble it up top, guarded by Carson. 32-13 Railers.
We're leaving it wide open at the top,
height,
too.
now to Martinez. He'll get to the lane, up. Ooh, rejected by Hayes. But Berries tracks it down. He'll shoot a 3, and he'll get it.
Well, they come up with an orthodox 3. They're going to tip away. Hayes kind of knocks it away, and the Railers couldn't come up with the loose ball. And all of a sudden, Berries knocks down a 3.
Jacksonville hanging around, down by 16. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Railers with the basketball. Carson up top. Over to Schilling on the wing, feed it to Hayes. Hayes going to get to the lane, up with the left. He'll be fouled. He'll get 2 free throws.
Boy, it's so nice to have a guy at the free throw line against the zone, Scott. We saw it with Dylan Singleton a couple years ago, where he really liked to maneuver around there. He could shoot it from there. He could get to the basket. When Hayes turned there, he saw a wide open lane and just attacked. A lot of times our guys that we play against want to pass it from there. Well, you can't get to a better scoring position there than at the free throw line, and Hayes took advantage of it.
Free throw up and good for Hayes. He'll get another one.
It's a zone killer. You've seen it for years that it's hurt the Railers in their 1-2-2 when somebody gets it to the free throw line. Either they can pass it out or they can attack, and Hayes definitely a guy that can attack from there.
Second free throw up and no good. Nelson there for the putback.
Right man, right
Came
spot.
right down to him. He put it back up, and the Railers have 35. Nelson with 14.
Not all the time do you get an offensive rebound where you don't even jump, and it came right to him, and he put it in with a left-hand layup.
Kind of surprised him a little bit. 35-16, there's a steal by the Railers. Cook comes up with it, gives it to Hayes, now over to Carson.
Great job of Hayes, just anticipating the pass, came up through and stole it from the top of the key, just like they work on in practice.
Nelson for another 3, got it! That's 5 for Nelson. And it's only the first half, Josh.
Yeah, we'll take it. Another Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer for Nelson, and the Railers are on fire here at the bowl.
Nelson's got 17 of the 38 points for the Railers, and there's 2 minutes left in the first half. Jacksonville with the basketball. Berries over to Jeffries, now back up top to Berries. He'll work it to the left to Jeffries, guarded by Schilling. Now Jeffries will dribble back up top and give it to Poole. Over to Martinez on the wing, down to 140. Work it down low to Leaf Height. He'll throw up a jumper or whatever.
Talk about a guy that likes to go from the free throw line. He doesn't like to go from the free throw line, so you can kind of wait off of him and expect him to pass.
Railers with the basketball, 38-16. Now they'll keep an eye on Nelson. He's got 5 3-pointers. Tapped out of bounds off of Jacksonville. Going to stay with the Railers as Saucy checks in for Hayes. Good minutes by the sophomore Hayes, and now the senior will check in.
Yeah, Hayes plays the first half of the sophomore game and then goes out to the locker room to get prepared for the varsity game. So logging a lot of minutes for the sophomore, but he loves it.
Railers with the basketball. 1:05 to go in the first half. Nelson's going to throw another 3. I've got it! Nelly's got 6 3-pointers in the first half. And he's got 20 points. The Railers have 41, under a minute to go. Jacksonville with the basketball. They don't have an answer for Nelson's threes there.
You just can't play zone when you got so many shooters, but the Railers just haven't been consistent with their shooting this year, and tonight they caught the Crimsons on a bad night for them.
Nelson's having a game. Berries, he's got it. Now we're down to 30 seconds. It's been all Railers here tonight at the Bowl in Jacksonville, Illinois. Poole working down low to Leaf Height. Guarded there by Saucy. Good defense by Saucy, but Leaf Height able to get around him and put it in for 2.
Yeah, nice move. 41-18, the Railers up here with about 15 seconds left here in the second quarter. Railers got to get it across here, and I'm sure they'll probably try for one here, and my guess would be go right back to Nelson.
Back to Nelson. 5 seconds, a little bump. Now they'll work it into Cook. 2 seconds, 1 second. Schilling for 3 in the corner, couldn't get it. And that's going to do it for the first half here in Jacksonville. Your score at halftime, Lincoln 41, Jacksonville 18. We'll take a commercial break.
Got to be calling for that, Scott. We've 6 of 19, I believe, from three-point land last night, and Camden Nelson's kind of taking care of that himself.
Yeah, we haven't missed very many tonight, Josh, from three-point. Nelson's got 5 or 6 of them. Hayes has one. I think Gowan has one.
Schilling with one.
Carson has one. Schilling.
Peyton Cook with one here in the corner.
Yeah.
And Schilling got it going early on, and the Railers out to a big lead early, and then Jacksonville cut that lead, about a 8-point lead, got it down to 3 or maybe 5, I think it was. And then it's been all Railers since then. Just the hot shooting. Jacksonville trying to play a 1-2-2 matchup against the Railers, and as we've seen before, obviously with the Railers playing a 1-2-2, as long as they have, when you get it in the middle or you've got shooting on the sides, it tends to hurt the 1-2-2, and that's what the Railers have done tonight. Again, the Railers up 41-18 here at half. 6:26 left here in the halftime. We'll send it back to the studio for a quick break. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic halftime show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Your halftime score, the Lincoln Railers 41, Jacksonville 18.
Yeah, with our technical difficulties, we forgot to mention our tip-off sponsor, Chicago Street Rentals, located at 1909 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. So we'll give them the halftime tip-off also.
Absolutely. Yeah, more technical difficulties kind of put us behind the 8 ball. So kind of missed some things. So we're gonna do the best we can. We have no communication with the station, so we're either on air or we're not. So
as long as we got the Railer action.
Careful what you say.
Well, Railer action has been hot tonight. It's got 41-18 here at halftime, and we've kind of talked about the inconsistency in shooting from the Railers, and it has not been tonight. And that's something you want to see going in. Obviously, a young season so far. The Railers, just 6-1 on the season, so just 7 games into the season. A lot of basketball left, but you like to see guys get hot and be consistent at it. You don't have to get like Camden Nelson 6 in one half, but you like to get 2, 3, 4 2 or 3 a game from each of these guys. We haven't yet really gotten Gowan going again. Schilling started off with a 3-pointer. Cook's got one in the corner. Hayes with a big 3. So it's been nice to see an array of Railers being able to knock it down from the perimeter. But, man, I just love this team and the way they rebound. You know, we're not giving up second chance opportunities. We're getting in on the offensive rebounds, and as you know, Scott, a lot of rebounding is effort, and this team it gives a lot of effort to the rebounding side. Yeah,
really good on the boards, and they're really good at making that extra pass, finding the open guy for the open look. They don't. They tend not to force a lot of shots. They take the open shot, and it pays off.
Well, forcing comes with it when you have a guy that averages 25, because you think you got to get it to him all the time, and this team doesn't have one of those guys. You might have a guy with 10, 12, 15. Nelson obviously is hot tonight with 20 in the first half, but when you're unselfish and you've got guys that can score from the perimeter, you've got guys that can score inside, boy, it makes your life a lot easier during the game.
We're going to take another commercial break. We come back, we'll have second half action here on WLCN 96.3 FM. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Welcome back to Jacksonville, Illinois. The Railers 41, Jacksonville 18. Railer basketball to start the second half.
Yeah, I got Carson, Schilling, Saucy, Biven, and Cook out on the floor. Looks like starting lineup for the Railers. Saucy from 3, no good.
And Biven over the back. Tried to tap that ball out of there. Got caught going over the back. It's Biven's first. Team first. Jacksonville basketball.
Yeah, Railers worked it around well and got Saucy a good look here in the corner in front of the Railer bench. Just couldn't get it to go, and Biven over the back. So Railers back on defense here to start the third.
Barry's with it. Schilling, Carson try to get him trapped. Now they'll work around to Poole. Now Martinez back to Poole. Over to Martinez, guarded by Biven. Martinez goes right, now spins left, gets it up top to Barry's. Poole over to Jeffries. Tried to work it down to Leaf height, but tapped out of there by Saucy.
Yeah, good job by Saucy reading the pass. Kind of telegraph pass right in the middle there. And Saucy, the senior, read it well and tapped it away, and a turnover by Jacksonville.
Railers with the basketball. Schilling thought about passing right. Now it's going to set up for a 3 off the back of the rim. No good. Carson tracks it down, dishes it into Cook. Cook up off the backboard, and good.
Yeah, good hustle by Carson. Got in there and got the rebound right off the ground. No ball even hit the ground before he got it. And Keon raced from the top of the key, got it. Nice shovel pass to Cook, and Cook finishes strong underneath the basket.
43-18, 6:15 to go in the third. Jeffries out to Martinez, now up top. Barry's shoots a deep 3, no good. Schilling with the rebound. He'll let it clear out, now hand it over to Saucy. Saucy will bring it up. He'll pass it over to Carson.
Like to see that lob play again for the Railers as we got a lob dunk by Cook early in the first quarter. Like to see that again.
Now Bivin, he'll work the middle of that defense. Now they'll get it to him. He'll spin. Nothing there. Kick it out to Saucy. Now to Cook in the corner. Cook will dribble in, give it to Bivin. Now Carson over to Schilling. They'll work it back up to Carson. Bivin standing there at the free throw line, Josh. That's where the soft spot of that defense is.
Yep.
Schilling for a three from the wing. No good off the rim. Tries to track down his own rebound. Fought for. And Leaf Height will track it down for Jacksonville. (43-18). All Railers so far. Martinez on the wing. He'll get to the lane, dish it over to Jeffries for a jumper, and good.
Yeah, good penetration there by Martinez. Got it in the teeth of that 1-2-2 and then kicked it to the baseline. Jeffries with a nice little 8-foot jump shot.
Schilling with it on the wing. He'll be double teamed. He'll get it up to Carson, now over to Saucy. Work it down to Bivin. Kick it back out to Carson up top. Carson goes right, hands it to Schilling. Now Schilling goes left. Looking for Bivin, nothing there. Now Bivin will get it at the free throw line. Kick it over to Cook. Cook gets to the lane, nothing there. Spins back left. Jumper good for Cook.
Yeah, nice job by Cook. He got in the middle of that lane and was stopped on his right-hand dribble, but turned and spun the other way. And not too many guys can do that. Turn and spin and kind of fade away and still get a good loft on it. Senior with 2 points.
45-20. 4:18 to go in the third. Poole with it. Work it down low to Jeffries. Now to Leaf Height. Leaf Height up and
2 shots.
Bivin's going to get the foul. He'll pick up his first. It's his second.
Second on Bivin.
Team second. And Leaf Height will get 2 free throws.
I didn't think it'd take long for Nelson to get off the bench and get in there as hot as he was in the first half. Jacksonville stays in this zone. You got to have your zone breaker out there.
Yeah, you know what Coach is thinking about, that 30-point mark at fourth quarter. He wants to get out of here.
We think likewise.
Yeah. First free throw up and good for Leaf Height. 45-21, 4:10. Second free throw, no good. Cook with the rebound. Kicks it over to Carson. Nelson into the ball game, as Josh mentioned, as well as Gowan. 45-21.
But it really matched up here, haven't they, Scott? They were way out on the perimeter. I love to see Cook just sit down and post up on that block. He's got a smaller guy on him at this point, and I'd like to get him right on the block and post up and go to the hoop.
Kick it out to Gowan in the corner for a three. Off the rim, no good. Fought for. Saucy had it, then lost it. Leaf Height with the rebound. Kicks it to Poole.
Good penetration by Keon Carson. Got in the middle of the lane and kicked it out. Gowan just can't get it going from that corner, and that's a shot that he really likes.
Martinez tried to get it down low to Leaf Height. Saucy there for the steal.
Yeah, good job by Tyler. Reading it, got his hands out in the passing lane and kept it in bounds for a turnover.
Cook drives, kicks it back to Nelson. Now Carson over to Gowan. Now they'll rework it back up
wide
top.
Open, Scott, in that driving ability into that zone. They're trying to hit Cook in the post there.
There they get it down low to Cook.
Man.
All over. Cook's just getting mauled. Yeah.
3 times ago.
On the floor, foul is on Jeffries. It's like his first, team first. Railers get it in. Saucy with it on the wing. Now up top to Carson. 2:55 to go in the third. Railers being patient. Saucy with it on the wing.
You can almost consider this a man now, Scott. They've
Yeah.
matched up so far. I heard one of the coaches yell out weave, so that's going to be a little bit more motion into this offense for the Railers, trying to get things going.
Yep, there's a hand check by number 4, Poole. Looks like it might be his second, team third. Team second. Railers 45, Jacksonville 21. Gowan tried to get the little jumper. I don't know if it was partially blocked, but no good. Now Jacksonville with the basketball. 24-point lead for the Railers.
Cool scoring drop for the Railers.
Yeah.
41 on the
steal by Carson.
Let's go.
Got a 3-on-1. Gowan kicks it over to Nelson. Up and no good, but Nelson will get 2 free throws.
41 and a half and only 45 here. 1:57 left in the third, so 4 points in the quarter for the Railers, that's which they were on fire here early on.
Free throw from Nelson up and just rolled off the rim.
Soft touch, just couldn't get the roll.
Hayes checks in for the Railers. Fry for the Crimsons. Nelson's second free throw is good. 46-21 Railers, under 2 minutes to go in the third.
Yeah, give Nelson 21 here on the game.
Ooh, almost over and back. Poole to Berries, now to Poole.
Let's say you got to have 3 points across the timeline. Both feet in the ball before it's over and back. You know that?
Yeah.
Did you? All right.
Carson. Nelson. Count the bucket and the foul.
Yeah, great job. That's what a point guard does. He gets out on the break and has his guys running the floor. And great left-handed bounce pass by Keon. And, he's done a really, really good job this year so far of handling pressure and making the right decisions, not turning the ball over, not concerned about scoring, getting his other guys involved. And, boy, you love that out of the PG.
Absolutely. So Nelson finishes the old-fashioned three-pointer.
24 for Nelson here on the night. 49-21. Railers up big.
Jacksonville get across the timeline. Berries with it over to Jeffries. Guarded by Gowan. Now up top to Poole for Jacksonville. Work it down low to Leaf Height. Kick it out to Poole. Now to Fry. Fry guarded by Hayes. Stolen by Carson.
Nope.
We got a 3-on-2. Carson up to Gowan. Up and good.
Yeah, great. Another great pass by Keon, and I love the bounce pass.
He had 2 options, Josh, and he picked the right one, and Gowan able to finish.
When you're out on the break and you got 2 options, there's a good chance you're going to score. And I love the bounce pass. Kids want to chest pass it all the time anymore, and one of the lost art is the bounce pass, and it's so easy, much easier to catch on the run, especially. And Keon has done a good job of that last couple.
Try to work it down low. Hayes there for the steal. We got 30 seconds left,
and we're up 30
in the third. And Josh is looking at that score. Carson will pull it back out. Down to 14. Nelson's going to throw up a 3. No good. Rebound comes down to Leaf Height.
Don't dare.
Stolen by Carson. He'll throw up a half-court shot. Too late. No good. And after the end of the third, it's the Railers 51, the Crimsons 21. We will take a 60-second timeout. When we come back, we'll have a sped-up fourth We are at the Bowl, the home of Jacksonville High School basketball, and the Railers up by 30 starting the fourth, and that means no mercy rule, running clock.
Kingsley out on the court. Meager, Gowan, Hayes, and Darren Stevens checks in for the Railers.
Jacksonville with the basketball. Fry for a three, left it short. Rebound comes down to Kingsley.
Yeah, good job by Kingsley filling in there. Hayes kind of went by him over the top of his reach, and Kingsley right there for the rebound.
And now Railers just, they'll be content with just running some clock, Josh, running some offense.
You don't have to worry about that shot clock at this point, but you will in a couple weeks.
Yes, sir.
Can dribble.
The shot clock.
You in favor of it, Scott?
I'll let you know after Collinsville.
Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of on the fence right now.
I think, like Coach said, I'm kind of anxious to see how we adapt, how high school players adapt, how coaches adapt to what to do. I like it when you got a coach that will sit out there and hold it for 3 minutes, and the other coach doesn't want to come out and get them because they don't have to, and now you don't have to.
You don't have to, and
so
I think that's going to make these close games even closer. You know, where the other team's trying to take the air out of the ball, and with the shot clock, that eliminates some of that. Well, reverse layup by
nice pass
Meager,
by Hayes, too.
Up and good.
And it also eliminates the foul early on with 2 minutes, right? I mean, you're down 3, you don't have to foul because you got a couple chances to get the ball back. So your strategy changes quite a bit with the shot clock.
And the duties of rebounding become even more important.
A lot more rebounds out on the court, don't you think?
Yeah.
And that's one thing the Railers have done a really good job of this year.
Almost stolen by Meager. Jeffries with it. Guarded by Meager. Meager all over him. Now Berries has it up top. 3 by Jeffries. In and out, no good. Hayes there for the rebound. Now Kingsley. Over to Stevens. Now to Meager. Meager with it on the wing. Tapped out of there. Berries gets it. Kicks it up to Jeffries. Jeffries, little running jumper up, no good. Fought for, gets his own rebound, puts it back up. 53-23, 5:25 to go in the game. 6:30 start. We'll be done before 7:20. There's a 3.
Connor Meager on a Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer. 56-23. The Railers up. 5.
The good thing, Chris Coyne's got his money's worth tonight.
And we'd love to see more of it.
Absolutely.
We'll say it as much as we can. Might do it again.
Nope. Now they'll kick it out to Stevens. Stevens going to try one. Got it! Right on cue. It's another Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer for Stevens.
59-23, 4:40 left here in the Railers, and some of the bench mob gets a little closer to Coach Alexander as they may be checking in with a little varsity duty.
Absolutely. Airballed it, comes right down to Hayes. He'll kick it to Kingsley. Kingsley pushes right. Now to the left, gets it over to Stevens, over to Meager. Meager thinks about a 3, nothing there. Wisely pull it back out. Stevens, little running jumper, and he's going to get called for a travel. Looks like Frank Sanders is going to check in for the Railers, as well as Gabe Smith.
Sophomore, both sophomores out on the court. They were victorious earlier tonight, 50-39.
Railers back in action next Saturday. It's a day game, Josh.
Yeah.
So that'd be nice.
Yep. Chance to take your wife out for supper after
the
game.
Yeah, we'll have to take Coach Al out. And 3 on the way, no good. Tipped out of there by Meager, and he will. Yeah. Well, I thought he was off Meager, but nope, it's off Jacksonville.
Off Jacksonville, and as you said, the early start for the Railers. That's at home. I believe that's a 2:30 varsity start, so at 1 o'clock sophomore start for head coach Greg Alexander.
Effingham Flaming Hearts, so a lot of red, white, and green in the gym Saturday, as it could possibly be the last time that the Flaming Hearts play at Roy S.
Yeah, you're right.
So big win for the Railers tonight. Send them to 7-1. Kingsley with the drive and the foul on number 33 for Jacksonville. That's Nolan Groves, 6'6" junior. And Kingsley will get 2 free throws.
Well, you talked about the extended schedule after next weekend, Saturday, December 7th. Effingham comes to town for a 2:30 varsity start. Then the Railers will be on the actually at home against Chatham Glenwood Tuesday, December 20th.
Okay.
And then right before Collinsville, we travel to Washington the next night on Wednesday, December 21st. The Railers at Washington for a 7 o'clock varsity start.
That's 2 tough games right there, back to back, Josh. So
Kingsley up with the free throw made.
Can we get the shot clock for that Chatham game?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Because those games end up 14-12.
Yeah. You talk about one that you won on the shot clock has sped up the momentum there of the Chatham Lincoln game.
Some other substitutions coming in. Looks like Horn, Komnick, going to check in for Kingsley.
And Sanders checks out. Gabe Smith checks out. The clock's still running here, 61-23.
It's like Miller's in the ball game. Is that number 12 down there? Yeah, Brady Miller, 5'8" sophomore. 61-23. All Railers tonight. 1 minute and 5 seconds to go in the game. Jumper no good. Out of bounds off Jacksonville. Going to go to the Railers. And Komnick will trot it up the court, across the timeline. Get it over to Meager. Now Horn back up top to Stevens. Over to Miller. Miller to Komnick. Komnick double team, kick it out to Meager. Meager thinks about a 3. Now dishes it over to Komnick. 35 seconds on the clock. Miller to Stevens. Over to Horn. Now they'll work it back up top. Stevens will grab it and just let time roll.
Yeah, I like this part of the shot clock also, where teams want to hold it. I don't mind not holding it, but if the defense doesn't come out and play, man, I just go play.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't like to hold and defense gives up. I like the shot clock. Coach is shaking hands too early. Don't like that. Let's keep playing.
Clock rolling down. All Railers tonight from Jacksonville. Your final from the bowl. Lincoln Railers 61, Jacksonville 23. We'll take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have the Ground Incorporated Schneider Chiropractic post-game show here
23. All Railers here really from the get-go, Scott, and they were led tonight by Camden Nelson. Nelson with, what did we say, 24?
I think 24, Josh.
24 points from
20
Nelson.
of them were first half.
Yeah, 6 threes for Nelson in the first half, and we were ready for that. We were ready for a breakout from the perimeter. We were ready for a breakout from three-point land, and as you said, they were falling in big numbers here tonight, which, guys, didn't score a lot in the second half. By quarter, the Railers were up 23-8 after the first quarter. They led at halftime 41-18. 51-21 after 3 quarters and a final 61-23. We'll send it back to the studios. Hopefully Coach Alexander will make it up here in just a minute. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schnatter Chiropractic postgame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer basketball.
60 seconds.
So, yeah, he only gave up, the most in a quarter tonight was 10 points, and that was the third quarter, or second quarter, sorry. The Railers gave up 10, 8-18, and then, you give up 18 in the first half, and the final was 23, so only gave up 5 in the second half. So I think the defensive effort, as it has been here for really all season long, has been pretty good.
Coach Al joining us now. Coach, you got to be pretty pleased with the effort tonight. A big first half out of Cam Nelson. Outscored Jacksonville on his own. He had 20 in the first half, ended up with 24. But defensively, offensively, Josh said this is a tough gym to shoot in. The Railers didn't look like it tonight.
Well, I think we'd like to come back here and play every night.
Yeah.
That's the best shooting game we've had all year. So we talked about it the other day, and kids are worried about not making shots and being able to stay on the floor. And I finally told them, if you ain't going to guard, that's going to get you off the floor. So hopefully we can get them a little relaxed and stepping in and hitting shots, and that makes us a whole different kind of basketball team.
Yeah, a lot of contributors tonight, Coach, from three-point land. Carson got a three-pointer. He's not well known for his shooting, but, it's there if needed. I think Saucy had one.
Hayes with a nice
Hayes, Gowan,
yeah.
Cook. So some good shooting from the Railers around the perimeter tonight.
Well, we think we got a lot of guys that can play, and on a given night there's going to be certain guys that play more than others because some fits the type of offense or type of defense that we're facing. Depends on basically who's going to get on the floor. But we did have a lot of people that contributed tonight, and our defense has been pretty good all week. 24, 23, and 15. Yeah. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good
for a high school varsity team. And it's been good. We've been active. We've been moving. I think if I had to say anything negative about it, I think we have loose balls that we're not coming up with. I think we could come up with more loose balls. And I think our rebounding is improving. We've spent a lot of time daily on rebounding, and that's only going to help us down the line.
Well, that was going to be my point, Coach, is you can play great defense, but if you don't get the rebound, you're going to have to go do it again. And one thing you talked about, you put some thing on the rim that doesn't allow you really to make the basket, but I see guys attacking the rebounds now and going after it and jumping in. You talk about when you rebound, you got to jump as high as you can, and your arms got to be all the way up and really attack the rebound. And you see guys not just Cook, you know, it's you got guards in there attacking rebounds. I see Schilling doing a good job underneath. Camden Nelson in great rebounding position tonight. When you rebound, obviously you don't have to play defense anymore.
Well, and I would think they would like that, and that's what it's got me so curious about the shot clock and where that's going to fit into our system. And you know, we're only going to have to play as long as you rebound, no more than 35 second stretch. And you know, you've seen it over the years that teams will hold it for a minute 30. They'll pass it until they say, well, they're tired, we can get something good now. So it'll be interesting to see, and it's also going to make them more aggressive. And we've got to work at playing on the ball defense to where we can stop the dribble drive, and we do a lot of ball chasing, and we've got to clean that up as well.
Well, we talked about it too. We've done a good job of rebounding, but there might be double the amount of chances to rebound now when the shot clock goes up. So you got to be even better now.
Yeah, if they get 10, we may have to give them a steak or something.
There you go.
Maybe they'll go get it or something.
Well, Coach,
we'll have Comnick pay for that.
No.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, they won't be getting 10.
Yeah.
I keep the stats over here.
Well, Coach, you got 3 tough games coming up. You have a week to prepare for Effingham next Saturday, which is a day game, and then follow up with Washington and Chatham before Christmas break. So 3 tough games coming up. You got a week to prepare for Effingham next Saturday. I mean, you got to be pretty pleased right now where your team's at, and just the effort and how they improve game to game.
Yeah, you know, we got to continue. I think everybody knows that I'm not going to quit yelling at them. I'm a perfectionist, and if you don't strive for perfection, you don't improve. And even if the best that we're playing, we still got things that we can do to get better at. And you know, if you have a perfect game, that means you make every free throw, you make every field goal, you get every rebound, you hit every shot. So that's never going to happen, but that's what you strive for. And if we can do that, and they'll accept that, then they're going to continue to get better.
Yep. Coach, you got three games this week, 3 wins. That's what you're obviously striving for. One big one next week, so a lot of practice time for the Railers to get ready. And then, as Scott said, some big, different game. The last game before Collinsville at Washington, probably different opponent we haven't seen for a while, and especially at their place, will be a good test right before we head into the Christmas break.
Yeah, next week will be at Effingham. They beat Muhammad last night, so they're playing well. They're getting better. A lot of those kids, I think they were maybe a week late getting to basketball with the football playoffs, but they're getting better. So they always play us tough. They're very physical with us. So if we can play physical basketball and rebound and defend the way we're playing, we'll be in pretty good shape.
Coach, any way we can get that shot clock for the Chatham game? Just see how it works.
Hey, we didn't have one tonight. We didn't take long to let it fly.
Well, Glenwood tends to take the air out of the ball, but it wouldn't be a matchup any other way. Well, Coach, have a safe bus ride home. Get some rest. Hopefully you have a good week of practice, and then finish the first quarter of the season strong right before Christmas break. Should know something maybe towards the end of this week about seedings for the Collinsville tournament?
I think the first of the week they said they would be out. Okay. So I'm guessing they'll be out Sunday night, Monday, simply because that gives people a little bit of time to try to find some some information on their opponent and so forth. So it's a heavy field, boy.
Yeah.
I don't even know who you could even play. Collinsville beat East St. Louis last night. Quincy hadn't been beat. MacArthur hadn't been beat. O'Fallon's really good. Belleville East is really good. Triad, they've only lost maybe one. So it's not going to be an easy picking. So we just got to continue to get better and get to the tournament and work on playing and do the best that we can.
All right, Coach, have a safe bus trip home, and we will see you next Saturday at home.
Okay. Hopefully we'll have, again, that's a 1 o'clock JV start and a 2:30 start. So it's something that I think's coming. So hopefully it won't affect our crowd, and hopefully people will want to come out and watch an afternoon game. And it's just like, even though they didn't play very well today, Illinois, 11 o'clock this morning, they had a jam-packed house. So let's help our guys out. We got Effingham coming in, and they are ranked number 1, or not ranked, but they are tied for the lead. They haven't been beat yet, so we just need to make sure that hopefully the 1 or 2:30 start, we have our crowd there, and we can get one and get another one.
Absolutely. Well, that'll do it for us here in Jacksonville. Our next broadcast will be next Saturday at 2:30 as the Railers are at home to take on the Flaming Hearts from Effingham, Illinois. Our broadcast will begin with a pregame show starting at 2 o'clock. For station manager Jim Ash, studio producer director Paula Kodat tonight, and Josh Komnick, Ryan All, this is Scott Kirby. Once again, the final score, Lincoln 61, Jacksonville 23. The Railers now stand at 7-1. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast and would like to thank our listeners for listening and our sponsors for sponsoring. This has been a production of WLCN Sports 96.3 FM. We ask you to patronize our sponsors and say thank you for allowing us to bring you Railer.
WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com present Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter Basketball. WLCN's live stream video coverage of Railer basketball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. Me Realty, locally owned and operated. Me Realty is Logan County's top producing real estate agency year after year. Call 217-735-5424 or browse listings online at merealty.com. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future.